In today's video, I want to talk a little bit about why Warzone 2 is still extremely laggy on console. While I did make a lot of videos recently to help with some of these problems, the game shouldn't actually be running this way, and I just want to talk about why I think the game is still laggy, ways you guys might be able to fix it, and hopefully what we might see in the future with future updates to fix the optimization and performance of the game. So with that being said, if you guys do enjoy today's video and learn something new, make sure you guys drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel as always. And if you guys have any issues you would like me to address in the future, make sure you guys comment them down below. So season 5 dropped and the game did get a little bit better during the season 5 Reloaded era, but after season 5 Reloaded dropped, once again we're back to a much laggier Warzone 2, at least on console side. I know a lot of PC players are also experiencing really big issues, like the servers are just lagging all over the place, lots of packet loss, lots of latency, as well as just overall hitches and frame drops while we're playing. So overall, the game is just not running very well right now. I usually make these videos quite a bit to kind of update you guys on the current status of the game. Sometimes the game is running pretty solid, but then you have other times where they release a big update and forget to optimize it for console, and now we're running around the place lagging, not able to even fight in gunfights because of really annoying hitches. Now what I've noticed is that every time they make a Reloaded update, the game has really big issues. Back when season 4 just dropped, not the Reloaded part, the game was running really smoothly, there was no issues. I was playing my PS4, not my PS5, and I was still actually able to play the game pretty smoothly. But when season 4 Reloaded dropped, the game just got absolutely destroyed. And then same thing when season 5 drops. Season 5 drops, the game is running great, no issues. Season 5 Reloaded drops, the game is terrible. So I'm starting to see a bit of a pattern here. And one of my biggest goals on this channel is to help out the experience for most of you players that are playing on either PC or console, but the game developers just keep working against me because they keep breaking the game and making it to where whenever I find a fix or a solution, it just gets patched right away basically, which is kind of stupid considering that the game should be doing the opposite. They should be finding ways to make the game experience better. They're just making it worse. And I am constantly looking for new solutions all the time, solutions that actually work, not just making stuff up, because everything that I say on the channel is research. So all this stuff is legit. If it doesn't work for you, there's a good chance that you might just be unlucky with your console, or you have a specific setup that kind of just doesn't really apply to you. But most of the settings and tips I give on the channel are going to work for most people. But keep in mind that there's only so much I can do, and the game developers are the biggest people to blame at this point. They're just always releasing something that is just not making the game any better. It's making it much worse. When the superpowers came into the game, when Homelander dropped and the boys bundle came, everything was terrible at that time. It was super laggy, on top of the fact that we now have superpowers, so it just makes the gaming experience much more hectic. So as a console player that plays on both old gen and new gen, I think it's pretty safe to say that we're going to be seeing these issues for the rest of the lifespan of Modern Warfare 2. We already know that Modern Warfare 3 is on the horizon, and it's going to be optimized by Sledgehammer Games, so we actually might see a very big increase in performance. And the reason why I say this is because back when Vanguard dropped in Warzone 1, that was one of the less laggier times in actual Vanguard. But when it came to Caldera was terrible. If you guys remember, back when Caldera first dropped on console, it was absolutely awful, but the actual Vanguard game was perfectly fine. It ran very smooth, and they implemented 120 FOV in Vanguard, so that was a pretty good sign for me to say that, hey, maybe Sledgehammer actually knows what they're doing. But keep in mind that Warzone 1 was actually still being ran by Infinity Ward even when Caldera dropped, which might be the reason why it was so laggy on Warzone 1 but still really smooth on Vanguard. And obviously we already know that Warzone 1 was a big game. It was battle royale with a much bigger map, and it had a lot of players, so obviously it's going to be a bit more laggier than a multiplayer game. But at the same time, there was a point in time in Warzone 1 where the game ran very smoothly and had no issues on old gen, let alone new gen and PC. The game was just perfectly optimized at certain times. I already know that in Warzone 1 there was some really bad times too, but for the most part it was nothing near as bad as Warzone 2 is right now. The developers are still prioritizing the wrong stuff. We should not be getting any more updates until they fix the performance on all platforms, not just console, because PC is going through it too right now. But yeah, that's basically all I wanted to talk about. I will continue to make fix updates for whenever I do find some, but if you guys don't actually have any success with the videos, just do keep in mind that there's not much I can do at this specific time. The developers are working against all of us, and I will try my best to keep everyone updated in the future for if they do actually fix these issues, which they have done in the past. but they just aren't doing it right now. But with that being said, that's basically all I wanted to talk about in today's video. If you guys have any questions, or if you guys feel like I might have missed anything, make sure you guys comment them down below. And with that being said, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace, love, and understanding always.